Going to be starting off today with pretty calm conditions like we saw yesterday. It's going to be much the same actually. We do have a frontal system on the way, and that's going to give us a little bit of a break from this heat and humidity that we've been feeling. And we're actually going to be seeing the potential for some storms overnight tomorrow. But with that, we're going to see those temperatures drop almost 10 degrees into tomorrow, getting back into the 70s finally. A little bit of that fall weather coming back, but it is going to increase towards the middle of the week. As we get closer to Wednesday, we might actually start getting back closer to the 80s. Now, on top of that, we are actually going to be monitoring that humidity. It is making a big drop with that first frontal system coming through, but a second one is actually on the way on Wednesday and Thursday. We are just going to be tracking a cold front, trying to make its way here. That's going to actually maybe push us down maybe into the 60s later on this week. Now, with this first one, most of those rain chances really going to be concentrated in the early hours of Monday, and not going to be worried too much about rainfall. It's just going to make its way out pretty quickly, those storms passing through. Now, cloud cover, not going to be too much to worry about up until we get into Thursday. When another round of storms tries to make its way through in the morning again, most of that actually focused off to our east. So rain chances for most of the viewing area are staying pretty low this week. And with that, we are just going to be seeing those really nice cool downs coming in and those really nice conditions. And things will stay pleasant. With that first cool down, we are going to be getting back into the 70s. A little bit maybe of a rebound on Wednesday, getting back into the upper 70s and maybe topping right around that 80. But that second frontal system is going to push us way down back into the 60s, feeling pretty much like fall, and that's really what we'd like to see this time of year. We are actually just going to be getting a lot of that northern air with that first pattern change coming in tomorrow night. We are just going to see a little bit of that northern air coming in. It's going to be a little bit drier, and that is going to change throughout the middle of the week. That's why we'll see that little bit of a warm up. But as Thursday approaches, we really start to get a lot of that polar vortex kind of weather, which is what we see in the wintertime. That's where it gets a little bit drier and cold, and that's what's going to push us down into the 60s. We're just going to be kind of playing around with that northern air. Thankfully, that is going to be looking to stick around as well. Even past next week, we are going to be tracking probably some cooler temperatures below average, which would mean we're sitting probably in the lower 60s now. Over these next couple of days, still sitting a little bit warm, especially today in the lower 80s. It is the perfect time to get outside, though. It's going to be sunlight almost all of this week. A little bit of cloud cover on Monday and on Thursday with those frontal systems moving through, but you can see storm chances remain close to zero for most of the week, and we're finally going to get that fall weather moving back into mid-Missouri by next weekend.